गिरिवरविन्द्यशिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, the Enchanting Empress of Light. So for today's pregnancy reading, I wanted to do something special for my Enchanted Mommies, and this is regarding the Lionsgate portal of 2022. All right, it's at August 8th, but the portal is open now, right? It's open from now until August 8th. And after this reading, I'm going to talk a little bit more about why this Lionsgate portal is so important and how you can harness its power to manifest conception. All right, so I'm going to talk about that after this reading. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a Lionsgate tarot spread. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay 7 cards down, and each space represents what the portal can do for you. All right, what this portal is going to do for you, or what it can do for you. All right, so what I want you to do is relax, slow down your breathing, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Right, try to clear your mind of all the clutter, and just basically try to clear your mind and don't think about anything. Try not to think about anything at all. Okay, so remember to breathe slowly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invoke peace and serenity within you and within this reading. Okay, so before I begin this special Lionsgate portal reading, I'd like to give thanks to our beautiful angel guides and our beautiful spirit guides, to all of the extraterrestrials, and to all of the entities, and to all of the other beings that exist outside of this third dimensional reality that we are trapped in. I'd like to thank all of them for their assistance in tonight's reading. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So the Lionsgate portal is when the sun aligns with the Sirius star system. And when that happens, manifestation is heightened, intuition increases, many amazing things happen during this Lionsgate portal. And you can use this energy and you can harness it. You can channel it to fuel the manifestation of your wish of conception, of pregnancy, of motherhood. This power is yours for the taking. All you have to do is use it. But it's for a limited time. It's from now, it's actually from now until August 12th, but it reaches its peak on the 8th. Thank you, sweetie. Please give me the first card. Spirit, thank you. Please give me the first card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the card for number 1? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I need position for card number 2. Thank you, Spirit. Right, so we have an enchanted mommy here who is going to reunite with her baby's father, or you're going to have some sort of meeting of the minds. There's going to be some sort of discussion, some sort of compromise, an exposure and revelation of truth. Spirit, what is the card for position number 3? Okay, the card that wanted to flip over is the Knight of Swords. So we have an enchanted mommy's masculine who wants to come rushing in. All right? Very strong energy of that. Thank you, Spirit. What is the card for number 3? Thank you, Spirit. What is the card for number 3? Spirit, please show me card for number 3. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Number 4, number 5. Thank you, Spirit. Can I have card 6 and maybe 7? So I just seen the manifestation card wanting to turn over twice. What is card number 6 and card number 7? Thank you, Spirit. Now can we have card number 7? 7th card, last card. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So there's some enchanted mommies here who feel left out, all right? Some of you felt left out in the cold by your masculines. Some of you feel left out by your family. Some of you are experiencing some financial difficulties. All right, so I just heard that somebody here is homeless or possibly facing homelessness. All right, so my goodness, that's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what we're going to do with the first card is we're going to find out what this portal can support you with. So we have an enchanted mommy here who doesn't really handle loss or rejection or disappointment very well. All right? We have the 5 of Cups here, and you can see, I don't know if you can tell, she looks very, very despondent, very sad, very disappointed. So what this Lionsgate portal is going to support you with is it's going to show you how to handle negative contrast better, how to handle disappointment, right? How to handle heartbreak, how to handle loss. All right, I just heard for some enchanted mommies, some of you even feel bad when you win a game. All right, like if you're playing darts, if you're playing pool, Monopoly, whatever it is. All right, some of you who win fair and square, you feel bad for winning. All right, so that's another thing that this Lionsgate portal is going to support you with. All right, to help you to stop feeling bad for winning. All right, it is within your right. If you win fair and square, you should feel triumphant. You should feel successful. You shouldn't feel like this. You shouldn't feel bad. All right, but for others of you, this portal is going to support you with handling disappointment better. All right, because if you can handle loss and disappointment better, you can keep your vibration higher. All right, because emotions like this are negative, and that will bring your vibration down. And if your vibration is down, you can't manifest. You can't manifest conception. You can't manifest whether you want a boy or a girl. You can't manifest twins. You can't manifest anything if you're at a low vibration. All right, so that is what this Lionsgate portal is going to support you with, to help you to handle disappointment and loss better. All right, to help you, this Lionsgate portal is going to show you and to teach you to respond to contrast instead of reacting to it. Okay, when you respond to something, it's calmer. All right, when you react to something, it's usually very angry and it's stressful. So this Lionsgate portal is going to show you, and it's going to teach you how to respond to contrast and how to handle it better. All right, so for the second card, The Lionsgate portal is going to show you what you must leave behind. All right, so whoever I'm speaking to, right, well, first I'm going to explain that normally this is a very good card, all right? The Ace of Swords is all about truth, is all about someone speaking their truth, all right? New beginnings that start on the right path, on the path of truth, all right? Not something based off of lies or something that's hidden, all right? So this is a very good card. But what this Lionsgate portal is going to show some of you that you must leave behind, all right, is that some of you, when you speak your truth, sometimes you are harsh. All right, some of you are very harsh, you're very blunt. Some of you don't speak the truth with tact and with grace. All right, so some of you, you know, you speak your truth, but you're a little too blunt. Some of you are a little forceful, and you know, some of you can hurt feelings. All right, some of you have hurt people's feelings. All right, sometimes just because someone asks you for the truth, or when a situation calls for speaking truth, there's a way to do it graciously, all right, and gently. Now, for sometimes, some people need to hear the blunt truth about something, all right? In those cases, you are the perfect person for that, all right? Because you are blunt and to the point, right? But the universe is saying that for some of you, you are too much so, all right? So this Lionsgate portal, for some of you, is going to show you what you must leave behind, all right? You must leave behind the blunt, the curt, pointed, sometimes condescending and hurtful way that you speak your truth, all right? So some of you will have to work on that. And you know, there are many of us who do that, all right? Sometimes we say the truth and it's hurtful, you know, we're like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry," you know. But others of you do it more often, all right? So the universe is going to show you that this is something that you must leave behind. All right? So card number 3 is going to represent what this portal what you should take with you. All right? So this portal is going to show you what you should leave behind. All right? And now it's going to show you what you should retain or take with you. Okay. Right, so for some of you, this Lionsgate portal is going to show you, or it's going to teach you, how to take things that are hidden and bring them into the light. All right? So in a sense, it's funny that these two cards kind of coincide with each other, because one energy is what you should leave and the other energy is what you should retain. All right? So this all has to do about truth. All right? So on the one hand, this Lionsgate portal is going to show you how to leave behind speaking too much brutal truth that can not only hurt someone's feelings, but that can damage them emotionally, and that could make them make a decision that they otherwise would not have made had it not been for your pointed comment or truth. All right? So on the one hand, this Lionsgate portal is going to show you what to leave behind, which is speaking too much brutal truth. all right? And on the other hand, it's going to teach you and show you how to speak your truth when it is called for. And it's going to teach you how to speak your truth in a way that when the situation calls for it, you only tell someone what they need to know. All right? You only tell them the parts of the truth that they need to know. All right? You don't have to tell them everything, because sometimes when you tell someone everything, they get confused and they get their feelings hurt and they make decisions that they otherwise would not have made. All right? So this is, one in the same. It all has to do with speaking your truth. Some of you have to rein that in and speak your truth with compassion and understanding and tact and graciousness. And at the same token, you also need to speak your truth when it is needed, and only speak that truth which is needed for someone to hear. You don't have to tell them everything. All right? And whatever you have hidden, whatever truth that you have hidden, all right, this Lionsgate portal is going to show you how to bring it out, all right, to keep this truth with you. Don't keep it hidden, okay, to bring it out, all right, to expose it. So this is all about, truth, speaking, knowing when to speak your truth and when to shut up, all right, knowing how much truth to uncover and how much to keep hidden. All right. Sometimes it is necessary to hide some of the truth because sometimes people can't handle it. All right. But if you tell them what they need, only what they need to know, this could help them out, and then they could make the proper decision on doing something, and you would have actually helped them without telling them the brutal truth about everything. All right, so that's what this Lionsgate portal is going to show you and teach some of you on what to keep and what to take with you, and that's truth. All right, so for card number 4, we're going to find out how this Lionsgate portal is going to change you. Good. This is probably one of the best energies that could have come out as the number 4 card. All right, so we have the bully here. Now, this is a children's baby deck. All right, so in this deck, they call the devil the bully. All right. And most of you know what the devil energy embodies. All right. A lot of the time it embodies shackles, addictions, things that you can't let go of, things you can't stop doing. All right. Vices. All right. Temptation. All right. But as for card number 4, it came out in the reverse. All right, that is excellent news. So for this Lionsgate portal, this is how this is going to change many of you, is you are going to let go of your addictions. All right. All right, so I just heard that we have an enchanted mommy here who smokes cigarettes. All right, that's awful. All right, and I'm not judging anyone here because I love all of my enchanted mommies. All right, but nicotine and tar and the other toxins and poisons that they put in there are not good for you, and it's not good for your baby. All right, it doesn't matter if you go outside to smoke. When you come in, your children will still smell that on you. All right, and hopefully when you're pregnant you're not smoking. All right, but that's just an example. So there's an enchanted mommy here who this year due to this Lionsgate portal, you're going to stop smoking. All right? There's going to be an energetic shift inside of you that's going to propel you to stop. And that's just for the enchanted mommy who's watching who smokes cigarettes. All right? There are many of you who have addictions and vices. All right? And it doesn't all have to do with alcohol or drugs. A lot of times it's to do in the mind. All right? Some of you have the propensity of choosing codependent relationships. All right? And that is a crutch. That's a shackle. That's not good. All right? So whatever your addiction is, whatever your vice is, whatever your temptation is, all right? If there's some enchanted mommy who's watching who's tempted to do something that you know you shouldn't do, all right? But you keep waffling back and forth with this temptation. Some of you have already done it, but you keep going back and forth wondering whether you should do it again. Whatever this is, this Lionsgate portal is going to change you, because it's going to help you release your addictions, your vices, and your temptations. You're going to release them this year due to this portal, right? And that's a wonderful thing. All right, that's a beautiful thing, because for some of you, your vice or your temptation or your addiction is what's preventing you from conceiving. Right? And I'm not saying this to place any blame on any enchanted mommy, all right? But the truth is the truth. All right? I just have to say it. For some of you, your addiction, your vice, was the reason that you experienced a loss. All right? I don't know if it was cigarettes. I don't know. I'm not getting any more information, and I don't want any more. I don't want any anyway. All right? But for some of you, this Lionsgate portal, all right, if you take advantage and harness its power, this will help you to stop whatever it is that you're doing that's preventing you from conceiving, and that will prevent you from experiencing another loss. Right? So it's something that you're doing. Believe it or not, some enchanted mommies experience loss due to what's inside their mentality. All right? They're so down in the dumps, they're so depressed, they're so negative. All right? Something is going to manifest out of daily negativity. All right? So what this Lionsgate portal is going to do, how it's going to change many of you, is it's going to help you to release these addictions and these shackles and these vices that some of you have. All right? That's the best card that could have come out in tonight's reading. I'm so happy about this. I really am, and it's a huge step for some of you. It will be uncomfortable. You know, you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone. You know, for some of you, you're going to be in uncharted territory, because for many years you're so used to these vices. You're so used to doing your addiction, whether that's mental or physical. You're so used to it. You know, it's such a part of your life. It's going to feel uncomfortable to release this. All right, but the Lionsgate portal will help you to release this, but you have to want to do it. All right, you have to want it. And I know that many of you want to release this. I know you do, because I feel it. All right, so for card number 5, we're going to find out what this Lionsgate portal will activate for you. All right, what it will activate. Wow, for many of you, this Lionsgate portal is going to be, it's going to be a godsend. All right, really will. All right, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. All right, So this Lionsgate portal is going to activate the release, okay, more release, all right, of your burdens, all right? And I'm not just talking about like financial burdens and bills and you know, 3D stuff, all right? I'm talking about burdens like mental burdens, all right? Heartbreak. All right? Many of you enchanted mommies are carrying around a bag of bricks. All right? And each brick represents all the burdens that you've had to carry for all these years. Right? Burdens that you don't need to carry, that you've been carrying anyway. All right? So this is very important. This Lionsgate portal is going to activate this release. All right? Some of you are just going to start experiencing a falling away of some of your burdens. All right? Seriously. That is what this portal is going to activate. Some of you are going to start noticing that life's going to start getting a little easier. You know, perhaps maybe, you know, a bill that you've always had trouble paying, now you have the money to pay it every month with no problem. All right? Okay, for another example, all right? So, okay, so, all right, so another example, all right, is if you have family members, all right? Family members can be burdens too, all right? So some of you have been dealing with a family member, all right? I just heard that, all right? Some of you have been dealing with a family member for years, and they've been a burden to you, all right? For some of you, sometime this year, that's going to be released, all right? They may not need your assistance anymore. They may not want it. They may move out of state, and if they move far away from you, then you can't go over there to drive them to the doctors every day, or you won't be able to go there to help them clean or help them take care of themselves. You won't have to do something anymore, all right? Whatever burden the enchanted mommy who is watching, whatever burdens or burden that you have, all right, this Lionsgate portal is going to activate release of that, all right? You will no longer be trudging along carrying all these wands, or for some of you, this heavy bag of bricks, all right? This is the energy that this Lionsgate portal is going to bring into your life, all right? It's already open now, but its peak is going to be on the 8th, all right? So some of you may even be feeling these effects right now, all right? And make note of it, all right? Keep a journal. Make note of these changes, all right? So you can see for yourself that this Lionsgate portal really, okay, this is the real deal, all right? This is the real thing. This energy is here. It's very, very strong, all right? So this is what it's going to activate. More release. Beautiful. So for some of you, this Lionsgate portal is not only going to teach you and show you how to speak your truth in the right way, it's also going to show you how to release, and it's going to help you to release these negative things that are in your life. All right? That is profound. All right? It truly is. If you really sit and think about this, this reading is amazing for a portal reading. Okay, so for card number 6, we're going to get a message of higher wisdom from the Sirians. All right? Yes. So what the Sirians are going to show, whoever is watching, for the enchanted mommies who are watching, all right, the higher wisdom that they're going to impart with you is this, all right? We have the Four of Cups energy. All right, their wisdom is when you receive an offer, to not look away from it, don't look down, don't act disinterested, and don't not accept it. All right, their wisdom that they want to tell you in tonight's reading is to not look a gift horse in the mouth. All right, when you are offered an amazing gift, whether that's a cup of love, or a cup of cooperation, a cup of forgiveness, a cup of joy, right? A cup of pregnancy and fatherhood, all right? Or motherhood, all right? What their wisdom is going to teach you is that when you are offered something special, for you to, not necessarily that you have to take the offer, but to acknowledge it. All right? Look at the offer, acknowledge the offer, consider the offer, and then tell them whether you will accept their offer or not. But for some of you look down and some of you look away, and you don't reject the offer or you don't accept it. All right? So the higher wisdom from the Sirians is going to teach some of you enchanted mommies that when you are given an offer, for you to consider it. Because in that offer could be the opportunity of a lifetime. All right, so I was just told that there is an enchanted mommy here who was offered a cup of love. A cup of friendship. Okay, a cup of friendship or a cup of love. All right? And whoever I'm talking to, you looked down, you looked away from it. You neither rejected the offer nor accepted it. So this person was left hanging and they felt rejected. They offered you their cup, but you're looking down and you never accepted it. You never even looked at it. All right, that's insulting. If somebody offers you something and you know in your heart that it's good, do them the decency and have integrity and consider their offer. All right, look at their offer, consider their offer, and then tell them whether you will accept it or not. That is the higher wisdom of the Sirians that they want to tell you. All right, somebody here turned down the opportunity of a lifetime. All right, the person that you turned down could have been your husband. It could have been the father of your children. All right, but unbeknownst to you, it's not that you did it out of malice, but you rejected it, but you didn't tell them, and you didn't even consider it. So that's what what the Sirians want to teach you with their higher wisdom is to consider an offer. Consider every offer that is good that is offered to you, because it could be the opportunity of a lifetime. It could be a life changer. All right, so for the last card of this reading, we're going to find out how you can move through this Lionsgate portal with ease. Okay, this is this is pretty cut and dry. All right, so we have the Hierophant here. Okay. So how you can utilize this portal and get through this Lionsgate portal with ease is if you follow the rules. All right. If you do, okay, so I talk more about this at the end of this reading. All right. But for those of you who are watching this, how to move through this portal with ease and how you can utilize it not just to help improve your life, but to help change your life, right? Is to follow the rules and to do everything step by step, what you're supposed to do, all right? If you follow all of these aspects of this reading, okay, if you learn to speak your truth in the correct way, all right? If you learn to speak your truth in the correct way and reveal things that are hidden, right? And when you start to learn how to handle disappointments and loss better, and when this portal begins to release shackles and temptations and addictions and vices and burdens, all right, when this starts to happen, allow it to happen. All right, allow it to happen, and that's part of following the rules, all right? Because for some of you, this is going to be painful. Because for some of you, the temptation and addictions are people or a person. Right? So for some of you, you're going to have to, the universe is going to remove them from your life. All right? But that is going to be tough and it's going to be more painful. But if you do it yourself, it'll be easier. All right? So that's what goes back to following the rules and doing things how they're supposed to be done. So if you allow this to take place, then you will be in harmony with what the Lionsgate portal is trying to do for you. All right? And last but not least, as part of following the rules and doing what you're supposed to be doing to utilize this Lionsgate portal, last but not least, is when you are given an offer, consider it. You don't have to accept it, but consider it. That's what they want to teach you. That is their wisdom. All right? Consider all offers, all good offers, because out of all those good offers, one of them could be the opportunity of a lifetime. It could change your life for the better in ways you can't even imagine. Whether this is, a marriage proposal or a job offer or a friendship or working together, whatever offer you receive in the future and you know that it is a good offer, what the Sirians want you to do is to consider it. To consider it, weigh the pros and cons, and consider it, and come to a decision. And when you come to a decision, then you let that person know what the decision is. If it's not a person, then you just make your decision, and that's it. All right. So this is a very profound reading, and what this portal is going to do for many of you, besides the fact that some of you may be able to manifest conception and pregnancy, what this Lionsgate portal is going to do for you is it's going to improve your life. I mean, it's literally going to improve your life. It's going to help you. It's going to help you in your life to cope with things. It's going to help you to do the things that you're supposed to do correctly and with compassion and with grace. All right? It's going to teach you which part of the truth to unveil to people and which to keep hidden. All right? That's part of how to graciously tell the truth and to reveal your truth to someone. All right? These three energies right here by themselves is definitely going to improve someone's life dramatically, just from the improvement of these three energies, let alone this portal is going to help you release addictions that you have and vices and temptations. That's huge. For many people, this is what holds them back in life. All right, it holds them back from becoming parents, or they become lousy parents because of it. Or their whole life is in shambles. All right, and it doesn't have to be. So this Lionsgate portal is going to improve someone's life dramatically by helping you to get rid of your addictions. And aside from helping you get rid of your addictions, it's going to help you get rid of all the burdens. Imagine being able to release your burdens, and even if they're not all of them, even some of them, even one of them. All right, for some enchanted mommy here, you have a major big burden here that if it could be released, you would breathe a sigh of relief and your life would be improved dramatically. Because the other burdens that you have, they're minor in comparison and you can deal with them. Right? So for some enchanted mommies here, this Lionsgate portal is going to improve your life in so many ways. And it's also going to teach you how to not accept an offer, but to consider all viable offers that are presented to you. To consider them, because when you consider an offer, you weigh the pros and cons and you look at it from all sides so that you can make a proper, educated decision, which can help improve your life. All right, it could bring you immense joy and happiness. It could bring you prosperity and abundance. All right, but if you don't consider the offer that is presented, then you're going to miss that chance. And that's what the Sirians want you to know. That's what this Lionsgate portal is going to show many of you. All right? And all of these energies and these improvements in your life will happen if you follow the rules. All right? If you do, and if you do and allow. All right, if you do the things that you're supposed to do, and if you allow this Lionsgate portal to affect these changes in your life, it will improve your life forever. All right, so this was a very profound reading. I had a feeling that it would be. All right, I had a very strong feeling. So, for some of you, this Lionsgate portal is going to change your life for the better. It is going to change your life. I mean, for some of you, you've had addictions, you've had vices, you've had temptations that you've been fighting for years. Right? Some of you have burdens you've been carrying for months and years. All right? And for some of you, the burden of not ever conceiving, of having one disappointment after another, that's a burden. That is considered a burden energetically. This Lionsgate portal can can bring the pregnancy energy into your reality and release that burden. So for some of you, one of the burdens that's going to be released is that you're going to become pregnant. All right, and it's going to release that burden, because that's what this Lionsgate portal is going to do for some of you. All right, so this is a very positive and profound Lionsgate portal reading for my enchanted mommies. Very profound life changes and improvements that I see here, and that you've seen and heard here in today's reading. But the only way that any of these things can happen for you in your life is that you have to utilize this Lionsgate portal energy. You have to harness it. All right. And at the end of this reading, I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can do that. So I hope all of my beautiful enchanted mommies enjoyed today's special pregnancy reading for the Lionsgate portal for 2022. And I hope this reading offered you some insight and some clarity into the Lionsgate portal and how it can not just improve your life, but it can change your life dramatically for the better. Okay, so until the next reading, I will love you and leave you. Namaste. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, the Enchanting Empress of Light. I hope all my beautiful enchanted mommies are having a good week so far. We are getting very close to the Lionsgate portal. That's on August 8th. This is very important for the enchanted mommies who are trying to manifest conception. So I have been trying to encourage some of you, or all of you actually, to meditate. I've been doing this for 3 months now, and I hope some of you have been doing that, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. The point is to do it every day or every other day, as much as possible, because during meditation, when your mind quiets out all the distractions and all the stresses and all the frustrations of trying to conceive, your mind becomes sort of like an open channel to receive broadcasts, to receive downloads, to receive signs and signals from the universe. And this helps for you to cause manifestation to happen sooner. So what I'm going to discuss here today are some of the signs that you may see when conception is imminent. So I've been talking to a lot of pregnant enchanted mommies over the years, and I've done a lot of research, and from my own experiences as well. These are the signs and symbols that you may see when conception is imminent, when you will soon find out that you are pregnant, or when conception will actually occur. When conception actually occurs, you won't know it for several weeks afterwards. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about are crystals. I'm sure some of you are wondering which crystals are safe during pregnancy, or which crystals would be beneficial to manifest pregnancy. So the two crystals that are very good for that is, one of them is aventurine, all right, I believe, yes, and the other one is moonstone, all right. So aventurine looks like jade, all right, and And as you all know, green is the color of the heart chakra as well. All right, so that is a very good crystal to use. And as some of you may or may not know, I have discussed this in another video that I did. My first video of knowledge is power. All right, so if you haven't seen that video, you can go back and look at that. You can program your crystal. Okay, family? Crystal is ancient technology. Okay, you literally can take your crystal, you can put it on a table, you can put your hand over it, and you can program it to do what you want it to do. Right? So what you can do with an aventurine is you can put it on, in a special place where it won't be disturbed, where it won't be touched. If you have an altar, that's a good place to put it, but if not, you could just put it anywhere where it will be safe and undisturbed. So you put it somewhere, and you can put your hand over it, and you can program it to bring fertility into your life, to attract fertility into your reality. And I believe you can also do that with the moonstone as well. Right, so those are two crystals that are safe to use and that are very effective for manifesting pregnancy. All right, and so some of the other signs that you may see, to let you know, especially if you see these, coming in groups, or you see a variety of these signs coming in very often, like every day, every other day. So one of the first signs you may see are bees, right? So bees are a sign of fertility, all right? So are ladybugs, all right? Ladybugs, snakes, all right? Owls, and frogs. Now, of course, if you live in a tropical climate, you're going to see snakes and frogs all the time, probably. But, most people don't see them all the time. So when you see these animals, and you see them often, and not just in your 3D reality, but in dreams, on social media, on TV, in video, YouTube, and in music, that's another sign that I want to discuss. All right, so so the universe, your angel guides, and your spirit guides try to send you signs and signals all the time, but since they can't speak to you, they use signs and synchronicities. This is how they speak to you. So if you start to notice that, yes, most of the time we'll see a pregnant woman, or we'll go shopping and we'll see, someone with a stroller pushing a baby. Most of us see that probably every day in our normal waking life when we go out in public. But what I'm talking about is more than normal. Like if you turn on YouTube and on your recommended, and you normally don't watch pregnancy videos or baby videos, and you start seeing these videos in your recommended list, or you open up your IG or your Facebook, and boom, there is either an ad or a picture. Now, I'm not talking about how, the powers that be have, there are listening devices in our phones. So that's why a lot of people will be like, they'll be talking to their friend about like, oh, I got to go paint my house or something. And then an hour later, they'll open their Facebook and they'll see an ad for paintings. And they'll be like, what the heck? So I'm not talking about that. This is on a spiritual level. All right, so you will start to notice, pregnant women more. You will start to notice babies more. And when you notice those things, make a mental note of it. And it would actually be best to keep a journal of the signs and synchronicities that you are seeing, so you can see proof for yourself. You can look back on it and go, wow, this day, oh my goodness, like every single day I've been seeing a sign of babies or pregnancy. All right, so if you journal it, this will help prove to you more that these signs and synchronicities are real. It's all about metaphysics, family. All right, it's science. Okay, so some other signs you may see is the number 3. All right, 3 symbolizes creation. And what is pregnancy? It's creation. If you see 3, 33, 333, if you notice that you're starting to see these numbers like a lot more than you normally see them, keep a note of that. All right, because they're going to keep sending you signs and signals, but if you just brush them off and you ignore them, there's no point to them sending you signs anymore if you're not even going to try, all right, to at least make a note of it. So the number 3, or if you see the number 3, that could be a sign that conception is nigh. And also, if you see the number 9, all right, 9 months, 9 months of pregnancy. If you see the number 9, make note of that as well. All right. And another sign that I want to talk about that's not a visible sign, it's more of an intuitive sign. It's kind of hard to articulate. It's kind of like you have the feeling like something is about to come into your life. Like you feel like something is coming, like and it's the opposite feeling of doom. Like people who feel gloom and doom, they feel like something bad is coming, This is the complete opposite. You feel kind of fired up. You feel like something is coming. Like, oh my God, what is it? Why do I feel this way? Like, what? What is it? Why do I feel this way? This feeling like something is coming. If you get frequent feelings like that, make a note of it, because that is your higher self. And those are your spirit guides communicating with you, telling you through your emotions, through your feelings, through your heart chakra. All right. They're telling you directly when you're feeling that. That could mean for some of you that pregnancy is imminent. All right. And another thing that I want to talk about, which I know most people don't really like because to them it's time consuming, but how bad do you want a baby? How bad do you want to be pregnant? We do things every day in our lives that are time wasters. We scroll through, social media for hours and hours, and we're texting people about, what happened at work and this and that. And, and we watch all these videos. We do things every day that waste time. But this is something important. And it's meditation, right? Meditation is not a waste of time. Meditation is a way for your spirit guides and the universe to communicate with you directly without any distractions. All right. You can watch a million tarot readings, right? You could watch all of my tarot readings and all of other people's tarot readings, and they can give you information, but that's not going to help you become pregnant, if that makes any sense. All right. That's not going to help you. You have to do the work, all right? You have to do the spiritual work. And when you meditation is another gateway to manifestation. Okay, think of it that way. You can do your affirmations. You can use the law of attraction, which is the law of vibration. You can do that, and you may become pregnant. That you may manifest pregnancy, but it's going to take longer, right? Because there's a lot of resistance. When we are awake, our mind is going with struggles and problems and this, that, the other thing. How the heck can any message get in? How can any spirit guide deliver any message to you when your mind is constantly chattering? It's always on. And sometimes most enchanted mommies, when they go to bed, they don't even get a respite from that because they're on their phones scrolling with the bright blue light scrolling before they go to bed. So the last thing on their mind before they go to bed is what they see on social media, or their problems, or the frustration of not getting pregnant. And this is how they go to sleep at night. I mean, that's not helpful. I mean, that's not helpful. So meditation could mean it could mean if you're too busy in the morning, or you're too uncomfortable, with your aches and pains, you don't want to do it in the morning or during the day, you can meditate at bedtime. And you don't have to be sitting up. You could be laying down. The best way to meditate is in the lotus. Okay. With your legs crossed, all right? And your hand, all right, on each knee, all right? And try to sit up straight. All right? You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all right? At first, you're going to feel like you're wasting your time. But after doing it for 5 minutes every day for 1 week, all right, 1 week, you will notice a difference, all right? If you're a human being, if you're a person, all right, you should notice a difference, unless you have so many problems and you're in depression. If you have too much mental things going on, then this is probably not going to work. But if you're a normal person, you will start to notice. You will look forward to those times. That's what I noticed. You will start to make time in your day to just sit there and just relax. And then you will start to notice that you will get information. You will get thoughts. You'll get thoughts, thoughts and information coming through in your mind. You'll start to think of things that you never really thought of before. All right? That is the path to manifestation, because once you get a handle on your meditation and you can actually, slow down, right? Slow down your heartbeat, slow down your breathing, release the chatter out of your mind. Your mind is like an open channel to receive broadcasts from the astral realm, from the higher realms, right? From ascended masters, from your spirit guides, from your angel guides, from your higher self. All right? And during these meditative states, in your mind's eye, and when you meditate with your eyes closed, always try to look through your ajna. All right? Always try to look through your third eye. Right? Even if you don't really see anything, of course you're not going to, at first you won't. But with your eyes closed, always try to look from here and visualize not just your baby, but feel it. Feel the life inside your belly as you're meditating. Feel it growing inside you. Feel the feelings of being pregnant. And do that for 5 to 10 minutes. And then be done with it. Take 3 cleansing breaths to close out the meditation. You get up and you go about your day. And you will notice that as you go about your day, you're calm and you're relaxed, and you're more receptive and more open to signs and signals from the universe. And this will put you in a state of high vibration, okay? In a good mood. And when we keep our consciousness at a high vibration, it matches the frequency of our wish. So if this is your wish here of pregnancy and you're down here, if every day you try to be happy, you raise your mood up and your vibration up to match this frequency. Now, when we get mad or we get upset, then it goes back down here, all right? One step forward, 2 steps back, right? But then you keep going every day, every other day, every day. Soon, your heightened vibration, your consciousness is at such a high vibration that soon it will match the frequency of your wish. When it matches, this is when manifestation actualizes into your reality. All right. So when this happens, you will be with your partner, with your baby's father. You will be with someone, all right, because this is how conception occurs. The sooner you begin this meditative process and this manifestation process, the sooner you do it, it will build momentum, right? In the astral realm, this energy will become bigger and bigger and will build momentum coming towards you. And as it comes towards you, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And once it builds it has a certain momentum, you can't stop it. Pregnancy will happen. It is just a matter of when it happens, how soon it happens. All right. So I just wanted, I felt led to make this video today, to share with the Enchanted Mommies, ways that you can manifest pregnancy into your reality. You can do this every day and any day, and you should start. You should start today. Honestly, you should start today. But the Lionsgate portal is on August 8th. So for those of you who start today, by the time the Lionsgate portal comes, you may be able to activate your wish. All right. It just depends. If your vibration and your mood has been very high up lately, like you've been in a very good mood, things have been going well for you, and even if things haven't been, you bounce right back up. You don't stay mood. You don't stay in a bad mood for all day. You know, you perk up, you brush it off, and you know, for those of you who are doing very hard keeping your vibration, your mood in a good mood, the pregnancy frequency, you're going to match it. And what the Lionsgate portal does, all right, on August 8th, for those of you who are so close, like here is your pregnancy wish, and here you are, like you guys are so close. What the Lionsgate portal will do is, like it'll be like it'll be a magnet. It'll just, it'll help you match the frequency quicker. All right, and don't despair. Don't be disappointed if you know if you miss the Lionsgate portal. All right, if on August 8th you don't meditate, or you know you're working and you forget about it, don't worry about it. That is just a time when you can manifest your pregnancy quicker. But from now until August 8th, the energy is very strong. The portal is open, family. Okay? The portal is open. The Lionsgate portal is open. So if you start meditating today, you start visualizing, you start saying your affirmations, and you feel the feelings. You feel the feelings of being pregnant. And the last thing I want to also say before I end this video is part of the manifestation process is making room in your life for that which you want to appear. So if you want to have a baby, all right, this is just the law of vibration, all right, and the law of physics, all right. If you take a space, if you have a room, if you have a spare bedroom in your house and it's just full of boxes or furniture, all right, you can just leave it like that and you might get pregnant, all right. But for those enchanted mommies who do their spiritual work, and they understand that if they take that spare bedroom and they make it into a nursery, or they start making room for the baby as if they are expecting it, then the universe has no choice but to deliver you your wish. If you're making room for it and you are expecting it to come, that brings your vibration, it shoots it straight up there. All right. So make room for your baby. Even if you live in a one-bedroom apartment, your boyfriend or husband or partner, they may think you're crazy. They're like, what are you doing? You're not even pregnant yet. Don't listen. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to family. Make space. Make room for your baby. Even if it's little things at a time. Right? Go on Amazon and start making a wish list and start picking out the furniture and the things you want for your baby. All right. This is going to cause momentum to build. All right, it's just a little. So right now, for those of you who are just starting this, your pregnancy wish is just this little tiny little blip of a star. But the more you do your work, the more you do your meditation, your affirmations, the more you start clearing space in your physical 3D reality, start clearing space and expecting a baby to occupy that space, that's going to rev up your manifestation even faster. Okay, so I guess that'll do it for today's video on the Lionsgate portal on August 8th and how you can utilize it from now until then to manifest conception into your reality. And I went through some signs that you may see that shows you that conception is nigh or near. All right, and remember to the most important things is to keep your vibration high. That's at a good mood. Your pregnancy wish is here. Many of you enchanted mommies are so low you can't even see it on the screen, okay? Because you're having arguments, you're having stress, all right? But just every day, just work at it, okay? You got to raise it up. And when it matches, that's when conception happens. And it's really amazing, and you will be dazzled. Okay, be prepared to be dazzled by the universe. All right, because it will send you, it always sends you signs and synchronicities before conception occurs. But most enchanted mommies miss it because they're not looking for it. All right, a lot of you are not spiritual. All right, you better get on the bandwagon along with the rest of the enlightened ones. All right, you have to start becoming spiritual. It's very, very important. But utilizing this Lionsgate portal from now until August 8th will really help boost your manifestation of pregnancy. It will be a boon to your manifestation processes that you've been doing. All right, and just remember that this should feel fun to you. This should feel fun and easy, and and imagining what your baby will look like, imagining what it will feel like as your belly becomes bigger. These are feelings that will raise your vibration, all right? If at any time you become frustrated with this process, if you're like, oh God, it's August 9th and I'm, and the pregnancy test is negative. Oh my God, she said it was going to work and I saw a B yesterday and oh my God, yeah. If you start getting like that, stop. All right, because you're just putting your pregnancy wish is here and your vibration is going straight down. All right, straight down to nothing, down to the negative. You don't want that. If it gets that way, just concentrate on keeping your mood up. All right, and meditating. You don't have to think. You don't have to think of anything toward meditation. That's the whole point. You don't think. You don't think during meditation. So it should not be stressful. It may seem like a time waster, but it really isn't. And if you just do it for a week, you will see that it's not. You will actually be scrambling to make time to meditate. All right? Meditation is one of the ways you can manifest pregnancy quicker. Yeah. It depends how bad you want this. Okay, if you want to keep doing what you're doing, some of you have been trying for years, all right, or a year or 10 months. So how's it working for you? If you want different results, you have to try different things. Right? Isn't that true? So try something different. Take a chance. And because you have a spirit baby out in the ether, in the astral realm that's waiting to be born. They chose you, all right? And they're very patient and they're waiting, all right? But I do believe that they wanted me to do this video today to share this with all of my enchanted mommies, All right. So even if just one of you heeds this advice in this video, if even just one of you starts your meditation, starts meditating every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day, you do your affirmations every day or every other day, you make a little bit of space in your home for your baby. All right. And if that means moving to a new dwelling, that's even more powerful. All right. If you physically move to a dwelling that has an extra room specifically for that baby, that's going to propel that energy and it's going to bring it to you faster, because that's a law of vibration. All right. You are attracting it. You are preparing your home for this baby, and you're making space for it. So that's the vibration of expectation and making space. So the universe has to fill that space. You're making space for the baby, so it has to give you a baby to fill that space. All right? So I could sit here and talk about this for hours, but I want to keep this short and sweet. All right? So I love you all. Have a good week. Please try to utilize the Lionsgate portal power. Try to harness its power between now and the 8th. Right? Meditate. Make space in your home for your baby. Move if you can do that. Notice the signs and signals that you see from the universe. If you see bees and snakes and ladybugs and frogs, if you hear songs on the radio, if you see things on social media or on TV, and also, if you have a direct, if you're out in your 3D reality, and let's say you're waiting in line at the grocery store, and there's a pregnant woman behind you with only 3 items, and she taps you on the shoulder and she says, "Oh, excuse me, can I go ahead of you? I only have 3 items," and you'll be like, "Oh, sure. Oh my God, you only have 3 items, and you look like you're ready to pop. Go ahead." And she'll be like, "Oh, thank you." You'll be like, "Oh, okay." You know, that was a direct contact to you directly. It's not like you just looked and saw her behind you and that was it. But she touched you, like she spoke to you. She made a direct line, a direct connection with you. All right. So if you start to notice signs of pregnant women, of babies, like if you're passing by a baby and the baby locks eyes with you and smiles, oh my gosh, if that happens, that is your spirit baby. All right. My gosh, if that ever happens, if you ever, like, if you don't know this baby, you're just in public and a baby locks eyes with you, like, and you'll know, like, they lock eyes with you and they'll smile. Right. So if the sign that has to do with pregnancy makes a direct contact with you, that is a sure sign that conception is imminent. All right, so until the next video, I will love you and leave you. Namaste.